10 huge Emmerdale spoilers for next week. Hey, Emmerdale fans. Welcome back to our channel where we bring you the latest and juiciest spoilers from your favorite soap. Next week is going to be absolutely thrilling, with the show celebrating its milestone 10,000th episode, and trust me, you don't want to miss a second of it. From a mysterious hit and run to Belle's breaking point and Ella's secret starting to unravel, it's going to be an intense week on the Dales. So sit tight, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into the 10 huge Emmerdale spoilers for the week of May 2024. 1. Ethan continues to face a backlash. Nikki's family are devastated when the doctors tell them that he can't be brought out of his coma yet. They've been holding on to hope, but this news is a crushing blow. You can feel their hearts break as they try to come to terms with the fact that they'll have to wait even longer, not knowing what the future holds for Nikki. It's an emotional roller coaster, and the uncertainty is tearing them apart. The tension is palpable, and you can't help but feel for them as they face this unbearable situation. Meanwhile, things are heating up in the village with Kane, Caleb, and Ruby all seeing red when they spot Ethan. He's still on bail, and his presence is like a red rag to a bull for the trio. They look absolutely livid, and it's clear they're plotting their next steps. Their anger is boiling over, and you can tell they're not going to let this slide. It's a powder keg waiting to explode, and you just know something big is about to go down. 2. Ethan is seriously injured. On the outskirts of the village, chaos strikes as Ethan finds himself the victim of a brutal hit and run. He's left bloodied and bruised, a stark reminder that someone in the village has it out for him. It's a deliberate attack, and Ethan knows it. The pain is evident as he struggles to get back to the village, staggering and disoriented. His desperate attempt to reach safety leads him to the middle of a community event on Main Street, where he collapses in front of everyone. The sight of him like this sends shockwaves through the crowd, turning a peaceful gathering into a scene of panic and concern. When Ethan finally regains consciousness, he's surrounded by worried faces. But his statement leaves everyone on edge. He didn't see his attacker. This only adds to the tension, as the community starts to whisper and speculate about who could be behind such a violent act. Eyes turn to the usual suspects, and the air is thick with suspicion. Kane, Caleb, and Ruby are all seen lurking on the fringes, watching everything unfold. Their presence doesn't go unnoticed, and their expressions are anything but innocent. Kane, Caleb, and Ruby each carry a heavy cloud of suspicion as they watch the drama from a distance. Their reactions are telling, each of them shifting uncomfortably under the scrutiny. It's clear they're hiding something, but what? The community can sense the tension, and it's like a ticking time bomb. Who could be responsible for such a ruthless act? As everyone scrambles for answers, the village is left in turmoil, with trust and fear hanging in the balance. 3. Tom lies about Belle. Tom finally agrees to seek help for his violence and anger issues after Belle threatens to leave him. It's a tense and emotional moment, showing just how strained their relationship has become. During his appointment with Liam, Tom shockingly turns the tables by insinuating that Belle is the angry and abusive one. It's a twisted move, making it seem like he's the victim in their troubled marriage. This deceitful tactic leaves Liam with a completely skewed view of their situation, painting Belle in a bad light while Tom avoids taking real responsibility for his actions. When Tom returns home, he keeps up the charade, lying to Belle about the progress he supposedly made during his appointment. He assures her that things are moving in the right direction, putting on a facade of hope and change. Belle, desperate for some positivity, wants to believe him. But little does she know, Tom's lies are only deepening the rift between them. His refusal to be honest and genuinely work on his issues sets the stage for more heartbreak and conflict, leaving their future hanging by a thread. 4. Tom isolates Belle further. The Dingles prepare to mark the anniversary of Lisa's death with a memory picnic, but Tom doesn't want Belle to attend. He engineers a situation whereby Belle needs to wait home for a parcel while he's at work. Em faces his performance review at the vet surgery and reacts badly when he realizes that Vanessa and Rona are going to share some criticism. By the end of his appraisal, Tom is in a foul mood. 5. Belle and Tom clash publicly. Tom flies into a fury when he finds out that Belle didn't wait home for the parcel. He berates her for ruining the day and makes some nasty comments about her late mother. At breaking point following Tom's months of abuse, Belle pushes Tom over in the village. Rona, Vanessa, and Marlon watch the row unfold and rush over to help Tom. Will this strengthen the false narrative that Tom is developing over Belle's behavior? 6. Ella's secrets start to be revealed. Ella is mortified when Manpreet finds her sleeping in her car. The embarrassment is written all over her face as she begs Manpreet not to tell Liam about her dire situation. Despite her plea, Manpreet feels compelled to share the truth, unable to keep the secret. When Liam learns about Ella's living conditions, he doesn't waste a moment. He steps up immediately, suggesting she move into the spare room at his place. It's a kind offer, but you can sense Ella's mix of relief and humiliation at having her struggles exposed. Ella's behavior takes a turn for the worse as she adjusts to her new living situation. She's on edge, and it shows when she snaps at Mandy over a seemingly minor issue. The tension is clear and everyone around her starts to notice something is off. Her erratic actions don't stop there. At the village fete, she refuses to let the photographer take her picture, stirring up more gossip and concern among the villagers. Her strange behavior is becoming harder to ignore, raising questions about what's really going on with her. As the days go by, it's obvious that Ella is struggling more than she lets on. Her unpredictable outbursts and reluctance to engage with others paint a picture of someone deeply troubled. The community is abuzz with speculation, and those close to her are worried. Liam's generous offer to help is a step in the right direction, but it's clear that Ella needs more than just a place to stay. She's dealing with something much deeper, and it's only a matter of time before the full extent of her issues comes to light. 7. Liam receives a warning over Ella. Mandy suggests to Liam that he should dig a little deeper into Ella's past before their relationship goes any further. She hints that Ella might have some skeletons in the closet that could cause trouble down the line. Taking Mandy's advice to heart, Liam starts asking Ella some probing questions. But instead of opening up, Ella becomes visibly rattled and quickly makes an excuse to leave, clearly uncomfortable with the direction the conversation is heading. Later, in an unexpected turn, Ella is seen visiting a care home. The question on everyone's mind is, who is she going to see? This mysterious visit adds another layer to Ella's already puzzling behavior. It suggests that there's a significant part of her life she's keeping hidden, possibly linked to someone in the care home. As the intrigue builds, viewers are left wondering about the secrets Ella is harboring and how they will impact her relationships in the village. 8. Mac and Charity face an embarrassing moment. Chaos unfolds when Minty the lamb goes missing, just as Mac and Charity find a way to put the spark back into their relationship. Mac and Charity enjoy a passionate encounter in a barn, but they're interrupted by the search for Minty and the newspaper photographer who's taking pictures of the village fete. 9. Rona and Marlon attend counselling. Rona and Marlon are doing everything they can to save their fractured marriage, so they decide to attend their first counselling session. Both are hopeful that talking things through with a professional might help them reconnect and mend their strained relationship. The anticipation and anxiety are palpable as they sit down with the counsellor, ready to lay it all out on the table. However, as the session progresses, it becomes clear that the deep-rooted issues between them are not going to be easy to resolve. Misunderstandings and old wounds resurface, making the conversation more painful than productive. Sadly, the session ends on a sour note, leaving both Rona and Marlon feeling even more uncertain about their future together. Instead of finding common ground, they seem more divided than ever, each walking away with a heavy heart and a lot of unanswered questions. The failed counselling attempt casts a shadow over their hopes for reconciliation, and they're left wondering if their marriage can survive this rough patch. The doubt and frustration they feel after the session make it clear that the road to recovery will be much harder than they imagined. 10. Billy and Dawn reach breaking point. Billy is finding it incredibly tough to balance his existing commitments with the new demands of Evan's illness. The stress is mounting as he tries to be there for his family while also keeping up with everything else in his life. Meanwhile, Dawn is having a hard time too. She starts to blame herself and her past mistakes for Evan's condition, which only adds to the emotional burden she's carrying. Both of them are stretched thin, struggling to cope with the immense pressure and guilt. The strain comes to a head when Billy breaks down at the hospital. He's terrified that he's not doing enough for Dawn and their family, and the weight of that fear is overwhelming. Seeing Billy in such a vulnerable state, Will steps in and offers some wise advice. He sees the couple struggling and encourages Dawn to reconcile with Billy, reminding her that they need to support each other through this tough time. His words hit home, prompting Dawn to realize that they must face these challenges together, not apart. Thanks for watching Emmerdale Spoilers Rundown. It's been a roller coaster ride of drama and intrigue, and we can't wait to see how everything unfolds in the upcoming episodes. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more juicy updates from your favorite soap. Until next time, happy watching.